Hey, hello, good morning, Oscar.
Hey, good morning, teacher. How are you?
Doing excellent. I was checking your homework. Yes,
Okay.
fortunately, yesterday I couldn't check it because I went out with my family, and when I got home, I was really tired. So I went to bed very early. So at the time that you sent the homework, I was slept. Yeah, I was slept. So today in the morning, I said, "Man, Oscar sent a message. I'm sorry, man." Yeah. So, but yeah, I was checking it. I haven't finished checking it, but I will after the class. But everything should be fine.
Okay. Where did you go?
Here in San Vicente, we have a place that is called Mapulapa.
Oh, Amapulapa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was near. It was near because maybe in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, in 2 months, we are planning to go to the beach with my family. I don't know
Okay.
where, or any other place, right? Somewhere outside San Vicente, right? But for the meantime, because of my children, especially the younger one, he wanted to go to any pool, right? And I told him to go there, right? So I think that that was the second time that he went there, because the first time that we went, he was really, really young. He was like 1 year, I think. 1 year, one
Okay.
year, 1 year old. And today he is 4, right? So
Like my,
now,
my son.
hmm yeah, so we went, we spent a lot of time there and an amazing time as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really nice having
Nice.
time in family.
We went to the beach on weekend too.
Ah,
He rented a ranch in
Saturday or Sunday.
Saturday. We went to Saturday and come back Sunday.
Okay.
We rented a ranch in
hmm
Sonsonate,
Okay.
so we had a great time with my family.
Great.
My
Okay.
father, my parents, my brother, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, my
Oh,
wife, my children.
a lot of
Oh,
relatives.
yeah,
Okay. And I think in your case, you rent this place in La Libertad, I suppose.
in Sonsonate.
Ah, Sonsonate. Okay. It's
Mhm.
really far away. Okay. And
Yeah,
how
I
much
live
did
in
you pay?
Armenia. I live in Armenia, so it's relatively near, maybe 45 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, 45 minutes is okay because here in San Vicente, the nearest beach that I have is La Costa del Sol. So
Mhm.
for going there from San Vicente, it takes like 45 minutes. Yeah, like
But
45 minutes.
you need to cross all the mountain, right? All the volcano
Oh,
and
no, no.
no.
No, in my case, it's really nice. I mean, I had to go right now here, I mean, from San Vicente to La Paz, Zacatecoluca, right?
Mhm.
And from that place, I had to continue in the highway, and then there is another street that it goes directly to the beach. So
Oh,
everything is flat. Everything is flat. A little bit down, poquito en bajada, a little bit down.
mhm,
Yes, because of the sea level, nivel del mar, the sea level,
mhm.
right? But it's a little bit down like this. Yeah, you continue. But no, no hills, no hill. I pass over next to the volcano,
Okay,
Volcano de San
I
Vicente.
know that way.
Uh-huh.
I remember when I worked at Walmart, I went to the Maxi Despensa,
Uh-huh.
and after that I crossed and I went to Zacatecolucas.
Uh-huh. Yes, yes.
Yeah, I remember there is I don't know how do you say ingenio.
Ingenio is Ingenio. Ingenio
There
Gilboa.
is a exactly. I remember that.
Yes.
I don't know
Uh-huh.
why I remember that is like
Like a hill.
like a hill, huh?
Not really. I mean,
Oh.
there are some slopes. Slopes son como pendientes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me put it in the chat for you to have that word. Slopes, pendientes.
Look.
Yeah, there are some slopes, but those are not really big. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they are a little bit short and then
Mm-hmm.
down and then up like this.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the street is flat.
Flat.
flat. The only thing that we had to be careful is because of the animals. There are many cattle. Cattle, let me put it here, cattle, yeah, ganado.
Ganado.
There are some cattle there, so we have to be careful. Some cows, horses, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
especially those animals. Sometimes some hens, gallinas, hens, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. Dogs also, dogs, yeah. So, but for the rest, it's nice the street, and the street is
Mm-hmm.
in a really excellent condition, I would say.
Nice.
No
San
hole,
Vicente
no.
is beautiful.
I'm sorry.
San Vicente is a beautiful place.
It's relaxed, to be honest. It's calm. It's calm. Not a
Mm-hmm.
lot of noise. Um, the department is bigger than San Salvador. Yeah, but San Salvador is more populated. Many people in San Salvador, and that's why it seems that San Salvador is bigger, but it is not. San Vicente it is, right? But is I mean everything is close here. For example, 2 squares ahead from my house, I have
Mm-hmm.
Maxi Despensa. I have El Seguro Social.
Mm-hmm.
3 squares ahead, I have the hospital, for example.
Mm-hmm.
1 square ahead here, I have one clinic. In my neighborhood here, we have a soccer field, a basketball field. Yes.
Nice.
What else? We have a private churchyard. Do you know what is a churchyard?
Mm.
Churchyard. Let me see. Yeah, like this. Churchyard.
Oh, church is a iglesia, right?
Exactly. But when you say yard, that is un cementerio. Churchyard.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
So we have one private churchyard, like one, yeah, 1 square below, below my house, right? So everything is near. If you want
Mm-hmm.
to go on foot, you can go, no problem. If you want to
Okay.
go, ah, let's see, like 20
There is.
meters ahead my
Mhm.
house, the route, the bus passes over here. So I just go out from my house and I take the bus near here. So
Nice.
everything is closed. If you want
So
to go,
you live near of the park.
um, just a little bit. I live like 6 squares, something like that. 6 blocks. I'm sorry, 6 blocks. Below, below
Okay.
the park. Yes. Yeah, but
Okay.
I have here 2 schools near of my house.
Okay.
So everything is close here.
I
Yeah,
remember near of the park, maybe a one blocks, there is a army barracks, right?
exactly. It's the army. Exactly.
Uh-huh.
There is the army. Practically almost in front of the park. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
in one square, it
Mm-hmm.
continues everything, right? It is a complete block. It is a complete
Mm-hmm.
block about it, yeah. So near the park as well, we have Selectos
Mm-hmm.
and we have the banks. Yeah, the banks, most of them are around the park. Agrícola, Da Vivienda, Banco Agropecuario, and Banco Hipotecario. So we have four
Or
near the
I,
park, right?
I I remember that the first time that I was in San Vicente,
Hmm.
it was because I worked at Almapa, Almacén de Bomba, and
Uh-huh.
we opened a new store in San Vicente, Almacén de
Okay.
Bomba.
But that was a little bit long time ago, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
some years ago.
Because Almacén de Bomba, you said.
It's needed or
Yes,
army.
exactly. Exactly. It is in front of.
Uh-huh.
It is in front of, yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. Well, I didn't know that you were working there.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Yeah, but it was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
So the Bomba store is still there.
Okay.
We have it. We have it
Mm-hmm.
already. Yeah, but it is still there in the same place.
In the same place.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Nice.
great. Well, I think that the class is going to be only for you, only with you, nobody else. Well, let's see. We have to continue. Okay. Do you have
Okay.
meetings?
Yes, at 8 a.m.
At 8. Okay, perfect. Well, let me show you the page. This one, yeah. All right. And this is the one we are going to study, right? Grammar is very important. There are some cases that the grammar is really complicated that, to be honest, we don't use them when we speak. Some topics of the grammar, right? But in the case of this one, is very important. And we were going to study this. Okay. And what is the topic?
The topic is grammar.
Okay. And then?
Then this is noun clauses after be.
Okay, noun clauses after be. So this is the verb to be. Okay, let's see what happened with that. The instruction, a
This
noun.
a noun clauses is a part of the sentences with with a subject and a predicate that
Mhm,
functions as a noun.
mhm. So
That is
that,
optional.
because this is the word. So
Mhm.
that,
Is optional in noun clauses after be.
okay.
Also, notice the positions
Ah,
followed
prepositions.
preposition followed by gerund in the first part of the sentences.
Okay, it says here, also notice that prepositions followed by gerunds. We're going to study this in a moment, okay? Good.
So after use be is optional if you want to use that, right?
Mm, exactly, exactly. After the verb to be, it is optional if you want to use that. You can say it or you can't. No problem,
Okay.
right? But the word that, let's say, is going to be invisible, let's say, in the sentence. Let's see. The first one. Continue. The only.
The only trouble with being
Mhm.
the only trouble with being a two
Income. Mhm,
income family is that
mhm.
we don't spend as much time together.
Okay, in this case, this topic is related to two things, right? The first one, the use of the verb to be, I mean, the word that after the verb to be, right? And the second one is the use of that. In this sentence, the first example is giving you this example here, right? This is a preposition with. So if you have a preposition and next you have a verb, this verb is going to be all the time with ing. Yeah.
Mhm.
And this is one, let's say one topic. And the other topic, according to the rule, says that if you have a verb to be and then you want to use the word that, okay, it is
Mhm.
optional. You can say two income family is, we don't spend as much time together. You omit, right?
Mhm.
But if you want to say it, you can go ahead, no problem. A two-income family is that we don't spend as much time together. So, is it clear? Did you understand it? If not, well, let's continue with the second example. Maybe this is going to be clearer.
Okay.
Mhm. Continue.
Dice the big advantage of
Mhm,
having grandma at home is that
mhm.
she can babysit more often.
Exactly. Okay. If you see, we have practically the same example. First, we have a preposition, and then we have here the verb to be. So that is going to be optional. Yeah. So the big advantage of every word, or I mean, if you have any verb here, is
Mhm.
going to be with ing all the time. La gran ventaja says here, right? La gran ventaja de tener. Some people say deteniendo.
Mhm.
Deteniendo. No. Teniendo, we say it cuando estamos hablando del presente continuo o presente progresivo,
Proceed.
pero usamos el verbo to be. I am explaining. Verb to be. I am
Mhm.
explaining. Estoy explicando. Ahí sí lleva el eso de ando, endo, right? But Here we do not have verb to be. Yeah, we have only
Mhm.
the preposition, and this ing is because of this, the preposition that we have before. Supongamos que esta proposición estuviera por acá, no le afecta. Tiene que ser a la par. Of
Okay.
having. Yes? Is it clear so far, this part?
Yes, but I understand that if you read, for example, this expression of having, my mind think that is present progressive,
Exactly.
but in this case is present, right?
Is present, exactly. So the thing is that we are used to, um, how can I say this? Estamos acostumbrados a ponerle a eso de los verbos endo, ando, in Spanish, right?
Mhm.
Endo, ando,
Mhm.
when we are talking with ing in the verbs. But
Mhm.
gerunds, because this is the topic, gerunds, gerundios in Spanish, gerunds is a little bit wide. Yeah, sometimes we have to have ing because of the prepositions. Sometimes it's because of the present continuous, and we have more other topics that we are going to study them in a moment. Yeah. So no, don't think that this is present progressive. It is like present, let's say. Mhm.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
So continuing with this example, then we have again the verb to be. And the rule says here that is optional noun classes after verb to be. And we have the verb to be and the word that is after right here. And that's why this word can be optional. If you
Okay.
want to mention it, go ahead. If you don't want to, no problem. So the big advantage of having grandma at home is she can babysit more often. Or the big advantage of having grandma at home is that she can babysit more often. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes? All right. Let's welcome Robert. Hello, Robert. Good morning.
Hello, teacher and Oscar. Good morning.
Oh,
Yeah. Oscar and Oscar. Yeah, my name is Oscar. And
Oscar.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
double Oscar.
How was your weekend?
It was really fine, teacher.
Really
Yes.
fine. Okay,
Yes.
amazing. Excellent. Yeah. Hey, we're studying on page 7, Robert.
Each
Page
seven.
7,
Okay.
yes. I don't know if you could understand a little bit about the
Uh,
topic that we are discussing here.
yes, teacher. A little bit.
Mhm. Did you understand everything?
Mm, mm, page 7.
Page
Uh,
7.
okay. Let me see.
Mhm.
Mm, more or less, teacher.
Yeah. Well, again, just to recap this, right? According to the rule, right, it says if you have a preposition and then you are going to use a verb, all verbs are going to be with ing after a preposition. Yeah. And this is one topic, let's say. The other topic is that it says that you have a sentence and you have the verb to be. And after the verb to be, you want to use the word that is optional. You can say it, you can express it, or you can omit it. Puede omitirla, you can omit it, right? So you can say two-income family is we don't spend as much time together. But that is in English. When you want to translate this sentence in Spanish, you have to translate. A pesar de que no está la palabra ahí, que es invisible, let's say, tiene que escribirla en español. That is in Spanish.
Yeah.
But in English, if you want, you don't say it or you say it. It's optional.
Okay.
But if you have the verb to be before, better?
Okay. Yes, teacher.
Yes, all right. So
Okay.
let's go to
Wait.
work on page 107.
100.
107. Let me go there. And then we have here more examples, yeah? Then we are going to do these activities, right? The number 1 and number 2, okay? Let's go here, okay? Noun classes after be. Okay, Robert, continue reading here. Instruction,
Okay.
please. Mhm.
Okay. Okay. The downside of, the upside of, the hard part about,
Mhm,
the good thing about, the only thing about, the trick too,
mhm.
the secret too, and one difficulty with,
Difficulty. Mhm.
are used in complex phrases that introduce noun clauses after be.
Exactly. Now, those are like examples. There are many others, right? But here we have some examples. In the book, something that I don't like in these cases, that todos estos son ejemplos que le está dando y están como en cursiva, casi no se notan. And that is
Yeah.
something that that I don't like from the book. Pudieron haberlo puesto más en negrita, subrayado, in order to differentiate from one thing to another. Yeah. And the other example, a pesar de todo esto, vea, tenemos un ejemplo más here. That is one difficulty with. Okay. If we have this expression or these words, yeah, next word is going to be with a ing, because with is a preposition. The same of about, of, in this case to is a preposition, not all the time, but in this case it is, right? So that's why we have ing in all of the verbs. Yeah, sharing, being, living, etc. All right. So let's continue, Oscar. The first one, the downside.
The downside of sharing a bedroom is
Mhm.
it's hard to have any privacy.
Privacy. Privacy.
Any
Mhm.
privacy.
Yep. Okay. Continue, Robert.
Okay.
Mhm.
The hard part about being a twin is people are always calling you by the wrong name.
By the wrong name. Yeah. Sometimes your partner, I mean your brother, people are giving the name that you have, not the one that he has, right? So
Yeah.
that happens. So if you see here, the hard part about, okay, this is a preposition, and then we have a verb. This verb has to be with ing. We have it, okay? In the first example, of the same preposition, then we have a verb, ing. Okay, let's continue with the next one. Let's welcome Jasmine. Good morning.
Morning.
Nice to see
Thank
you.
you. Me too.
What about the weekend? Was relaxed?
No.
No. Why not?
I was busy because a lot of chore, chores
Chores
in my house,
in
I
your
know.
house. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so sorry for you.
No.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay. If that is fine for you, excellent, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Jasmine, please read the number 3. But before
Okay.
that, for you to understand this, Oscar is going to explain to you what's going on with this topic.
Okay, thank you.
Oscar, you are the teacher now?
Jasmine, we are going to checking when we use with or the preposition, we must use the verb with ing.
Mm-hmm.
For example, of sharing, about, being, to, living,
Mm-hmm.
with, being. And the other part that is that if we use the verb to be, in this case is, you can use that or not can use.
Or you can use it.
How you can use it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. In the example, a bedroom is, you can say that it's hard to have any privacy, or
Privacy.
you can say privacy, or
Mm-hmm.
you can say a bedroom is, it's hard to have any privacy.
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 Yeah. So yeah, in this case, the word that is optional. If you want to say it, you say it. If not, omit it. Omitirla, right? But when? Because before we have to have the verb to be. Is, are, am. Only that, right? If you don't have it, no, you cannot omit this word. You have to say it, right? But this happens in English because in this case that is optional. Let's say that you don't say it. Sharing a bedroom is, it's hard to have any privacy, blah, blah. You have to translate this word, this sentence completely. And in the translation, you have to say this word that. But in English is the problem, let's say, right? We don't say it, or if you want, you say it, no problem. Okay, so let's continue with the third example. Jasmine?
Okay. The trick to living in a crowd house
Mhm.
is that you have to find a private space of your own.
Of your own, exactly. Let me tell you this in Spanish. Estamos acostumbrados que cuando tenemos la palabra tú, tenemos dos verbos, right? So I like, number one, to speak, two verbs, all right? Entonces, estamos acostumbrados que cuando tenemos el tú, eso me hace infinitivo el siguiente verbo. Infinitivo es no ing, normal verb, the base of the verb, right? Speak, to speak. No speaking, nada de eso, right? But in this case, cuando usamos la palabra trick, all right, siempre va acompañada la palabra tú. Y esta palabra tú a veces funciona como preposición, and sometimes it doesn't work like preposition, right? So in this case, está funcionando como preposición porque va unida a la palabra trick. And that's why we have to say with ing the next verb. Porque como les mencioné anteriormente, estamos acostumbrados que tenemos el to, el verbo en teoría sería to live. The trick to live in a crowded house and blah, blah, blah. Eso sería quizás lo más correcto. But in this case it is not. Porque esa palabra to, como les dije, va unida a esta trick. Y en realidad funciona como preposición. Okay? And that's why we have here ing. In a crowded house is. Okay? So the word that is going to be optional. You don't want to say it. Don't say it. You want to? Go ahead, no problem. Okay? Robert, next one and last one here.
One difficulty One difficulty with being the youngest is that everyone is always telling you what to do.
Exactly, right? So the same thing. All of the examples here are about the same. Verb to be, optional here. Okay? Preposition here, ing here. And also remember, this is not present continuous. El truco para viviendo, no. El truco para vivir. In a crowded house is en bla, 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 yes? Porque estamos, como dije, acostumbrados que cuando tenemos ing, el verbo lleva el endo, ando, jugando, comiendo, yes? But not in this case, all right? Good. Let's continue with the next part. Jasmine, please, the instruction.
The phrases ending with a preposition can be followed by a gerund phrase, not plus a gerund phrase or a noun phrase.
Okay, let's see the example, Oscar. The secret.
The secret to getting along with your siblings is that you have to respect their privacy.
Privacy. Excellent, Oscar. Now it was correct, the pronunciation. Okay, good. So if you see here, we have the secret to. The same. This to is acting like a preposition. And that's why we have to say with ing, right? Along with significa junto con, along with, right? Your sibling. So with is a preposition, but we don't have a verb here. It doesn't, no pasa nada. Everything is fine, right? Then the verb to be is, this is going to be optional, okay? Let's go with the next one. Robert, the good.
Okay. The good thing about not being in a big family is that you always get to choose what's on TV.
Get to choose what's on TV. Exactly. In this case, we are seeing an example in negative because we have the word not. Yeah. Pero ¿dónde ponemos el not? Oh, the good thing about not. About, right? So this is the preposition, pero tenemos algo entre medio que es el not, y no solo por eso no quiere decir que esto no le va a afectar al siguiente verbo. Yes? Of course it is, right? So about not being. Solo específicamente con eso, sí le afecta, right? About not being in a big family is optional, the word that. Okay? Let's see the next one. Jasmine? The upside.
The upside of a large family is that you always have someone to spend time with.
Exactly. All right. I think that the example is really clear. And then we have here a preposition of, but we don't have a verb here. So anything is going to happen. And then we continue. We have only one thing here. Okay. Good. And the last one, Oscar.
The only thing about working moms is they have less time to spend with you.
Exactly. The same thing, preposition, working. Yeah. The only thing about working moms is they have less time to spend with you. You cannot say it if you don't wish it. Okay. Questions so far before we continue with the activity number 1?
No?
No? No questions? Robert, Jasmine?
No, teacher.
No. Okay.
Oh,
Great. Don't forget this topic, right? Because this is really, really important, right? So when you speak, if you use a preposition and then a verb, remember the verb has to be with ing. Let's continue with the activity number 1. Robert, instruction, please.
Complete the sentences with about, of, with, or to.
Okay, with, oh, no, I'm sorry. Only, you're going to use only about, of, with, or to. Only 4 options, okay?
Yeah.
Depending on the context. The first one says, Jasmine,
the best thing about my grandmother living with us is that she's a great cook.
she's a great cook, okay? Es una gran cocinera. She's a great cook. Cook significa cocinar, pero también cocinero o cocinera, right? Good. Now, let's continue with the number 2. You can do it in trios, individual. How would you like to do it?
In trios, and we can discuss.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Let's talk right now. The teacher is not here. I will be just listening to you. Let's go.
Okay.
Mhm.
Number 2, the upside
Of
of being a two-income family is we can afford a few small luxuries.
Yours.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Something to income.
If somebody has something different, let me know. No, I
okay,
don't agree with of. I believe that it is about, for example, and I can fix it. All right.
Okay.
thank you.
I agree with Oscar.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
One difficulty with living with my in-laws is that they want everything their way.
I think that is about, I don't know, one difficult about living.
With one difficulty with
Mhm.
With, okay.
With
yes.
Okay. Jasmine and Robert says with.
Yeah.
Okay. And Oscar about.
Mhm.
Okay. I will type both options. No problem. Yeah. Oh, 1 second. About. Yeah, like this. All right. Number 4.
Okay, the number four is, for me is the trick. The trick to the trick to living in a large family is you have to learn to respect each other.
Yeah, for me too,
Mhm.
it's the trick to living
Mhm.
in a large family.
Okay, Oscar?
Agree? I agree.
Okay, two. The word two. Mhm.
The hard part, the hard part of a strict parent is you always have to remember the rules.
Mhm.
Strict parent.
Mhm.
The hard part about strict parents, for me, is about.
Mhm. About. And the rest?
Yes, teacher. I think is about.
Mhm. Oscar?
Eh, mm, can be eh, true.
Two.
Mhm.
Okay, the hard part, two strict parents, like that. Okay, I will leave it there. La dejaré ahí, all right? So now continue with the number six. The problem. Let me know, number six.
For me is the problem of
Mhm. Okay,
mm,
Robert says of.
the problem
For me,
not
is
going to our family reunion is I won't see my cousins.
Mhm. He said of. Somebody else has something different?
about. For me, it's about.
About. Mhm. Oscar?
Eh,
And here we have only four prepositions. Ooh, there are many.
I think that is the problem with not going to our family reunions.
So for you, Oscar, is of.
No, is the problem with not going.
Ah, with not. With not. Like this?
Mhm.
Okay. So I think that everything is answered already. I don't know the correct ones. Let's check them. Okay. All right. Compare it. The number one is correct. Yeah. We already have that one. Okay. Number two is correct. Number three is only with, not about.
With
With. Yeah. Number two is correct. Remember that the word trick has the word to. And in this case, the word to is acting like a preposition, right?
Mhm.
And number five, about. The hard part, about strict parents. La parte difícil acerca de los padres estrictos is about, yeah? And the last one, with. The problem with not going to our family reunion, yeah? With. El problema con no ir a la reunión familiar, a nuestra reunión familiar es en blah blah blah. Sounds weird maybe, but sometimes in English we say the things in another way and not in English and not in Spanish. It's different, right? But yes, if you see the topic is a little bit complicated, maybe, right? But this is the intention. We have to
It's
learn this.
complicated.
Yes, we have to learn this. Well, let's continue with the second one. Second activity. Maybe is easier, maybe. Okay.